What is communication? Basic communication is exchanging information from one person to another and comes in many different forms. For example, we communicate when we speak, write, and even sometimes when we move. All communication involves a sender and a receiver, which means that being an effective communicator also includes being a good listener. Communication is important, and being a good communicator leads to better relationships with our coworkers, family, and friends. Let's take a look at different forms of communication in more detail. Speaking and listening. Speaking is probably what you first think about when someone says communication. Speaking clearly in a respectful manner is one of the best ways to become a good communicator, but you also need to be a good listener. Listening to what other people are saying and understanding their point of view is an excellent way of showing respect to others. Writing. Writing is an important tool for communication, especially in today's online world. These days, we can't always communicate face-to-face, so it's important to write clearly and professionally both in person and online. Writing clearly and professionally will help to avoid misunderstandings and is a convenient way to organize your thoughts. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication includes many different forms of body language, such as hand gestures and facial expressions. This type of communication can sometimes speak louder than words. Having an awareness of our nonverbal communication can help us understand how others see us. Now that we've heard about different forms of communication, let's apply some examples to everyday life. Ineffective communication at work. Paul gets invited to an interview for a customer service job. During the interview, Paul is asked questions about his professional background and customer service skills. Before the interviewer has finished asking the question, Paul cuts in to say that he doesn't have any customer service experience and crosses his arms in frustration. The interviewer gets the impression that Paul is not a good fit for the position. Ineffective communication outside of work. Kelsey is organizing a pizza party with friends. A couple of hours before the party, her friends keep texting her, but she figures it's nothing important and carries on preparing food. Kelsey orders 5 pizzas for everyone. But when her friends arrive, Kelsey realizes she should have checked her texts more closely. Her friend Josh brought 5 pizzas as well, and her husband's friend Nick is gluten-free. Both were texting Kelsey to coordinate dinner, but unfortunately, this miscommunication negatively affected everyone's night. Effective communication at work. Sanjay is working at an office supply store. His supervisor asks him to do a laptop inventory check and complete the required form. Sanjay has never completed this before and does not know how to do an inventory check or even where to find the correct form. Sanjay explains his situation and politely asks his supervisor for help. The supervisor had no idea this was Sanjay's first time. The supervisor asks Debbie, an experienced employee, to help Sanjay with the task. Communication is very important in your personal life as well as at work. If you're not listening to others or saying what you mean, things can go wrong, and people might get frustrated with you. Having good communication skills helps you be successful at your job, as well as in your personal relationships. It includes speaking, listening, writing, and body language. Having an awareness of how you are communicating is the first step to becoming a good communicator.